Welcome back, citizens, to the City Daily channel, and what a 7 days it has been for Manchester City, in a week that saw the actual death of a monarch and two identical scorelines, but two very different results. Welcome back to This Week at City. So, we left last week feeling good and started this week at home up against freshly promoted side Leeds United. And what a Saturday it turned into. It was a rusty lineup, a lot of rotation due to more important games, but as Pep says, it was still a team capable of winning the tie. Unfortunately, they weren't. After what was a rather disappointing display, the game ended 2-1 to Leeds, even though they went down to 10 men. And it was a rightly deserved red card as well, by the way. Studs were up 2 feet, no need to go in for that sort of tackle. Whether he won the ball or not initially, it doesn't matter. The tackle was still dangerous. It could have injured that player. So rightfully down to 10, but we still lost. Now, to give credit where it's due, Leeds played well on the break and were near enough impenetrable in defence, even at 10 men. But, god damn, we were poor. We were just straight up bad. Do you know what? Sell Mendy, sell Sterling, sell them all. Right, hang on, stay with me. The overreaction about selling players is to make a point. There was no need for the outcry that came after that game. It was Leeds' one league game. Yeah, it wasn't the best performance, but you can't expect them to be amazing all of the time. And to say we were poor and straight up bad is probably a bit harsh, to be fair. There were still good moments out of the game. We still looked in control in areas, but we definitely weren't the team that we've been used to seeing for a large part of this season. It was disappointing to see us lose, especially at home and especially against the freshly promoted side. But we've been there before and we will be there again. This is just part of football, and it's something that we very much just sort of need to accept and get over. It was a poor display at the back, with Mendy appearing lost alongside Cancelo, and up front wasn't much better. Poor decision making by Sterling leading to a couple of wasted opportunities, and calls to sell him, which, as I said before, utterly mental. What an overreaction that is. Let's not forget, he still has the most goal involvement under Pep Guardiola at City. That's a lot. That's a really big contribution, and he's been doing it for a few years now. I think we can allow him to have a bit of a lame year. That's fine. He's still been very good for this squad this year, and he still played a pivotal role. So don't go mental, all right? Sunday to Tuesday, we were largely quiet for the club. Constant grumblings of transfers forever looms, of course. And we saw Chelsea and PSG progress into the Champions League, to the semi-finals. The latter of which suddenly becomes quite a bit more important considering our lovely Wednesday. Dortmund comes, we travel to Germany, are woken repeatedly by fireworks and go into the jaws of a stiff opponent. What a game this ends up being. City start strong, but in a brief period of mediocrity, Jude Bellingham scores what can only be described, frankly, as quite a stunning goal. He takes it very well, moves it onto the appropriate foot, and smashes it. Ederson had no chance of saving it, and I saw comments saying he should have saved it. He didn't try hard enough, but he was already recovering from the other side of the goal and was at full stretch. You can see from the replays he was at full strength and just got his fingertips to it. I think, genuinely, it was just a great goal from Jude Bellingham on that part. But it takes Dortmund to 1-0 on the night, takes the tie to 2-2 on aggregate, and takes Dortmund through to the semi-finals, continuing our quarter-final curse. And then, of course, we hear the worst possible words a City fan can ever hear. It's a penalty to City. And my chicken pie nearly makes the trip back up my throat as Mario steps up, and I'm truly holding in the urge to vomit out of fear. Emphatic. powered past the, above the keeper, makes it 1-1, and suddenly everything is fine again. The sun shines, the birds sing, Khaldoon exits his nuclear bunker of fear of penalties, and Mahrez wheels away, finally making up for that penalty against Liverpool the other year. And I've got to say, what a moment of relief that was. Suddenly puts Dortmund in the position where they have to score again in order to even take it to a tie on aggregate. Beautiful. Beautiful. And while we're back on top of the tie, Phil Foden. Oh, he produces what a magical moment. Such a magical moment from far out. And he tucks it into the near post as he sprints back to Pep Guardiola. Absolutely beautiful moment it is too, as the student well and truly becomes the master. Oh, I just don't know what to say about it. The years of Foden needs to leave to get football, Sancho goes to play Champions League, and Foden signs up for 6 more years on the bench. They are finally put to rest as he does it on the biggest stage at just 20 years old. The guy's absolutely magic, and he has to be going with England to the Euros. I think Jude Bellingham does as well, as a counterpoint, but what a man Phil Foden is. What a guy! So our week has seen us lose in the Premier League, but get that crucial Champions League progression through to the semi-finals. Our first one under Pep Guardiola, and only our second ever, by the way. So we are hitting heights once again. And I think we have what really is the true Champions League final. We've got to play PSG next, and that's going to be tough. We're going to be up against some of their absolute world beaters, and we're going to have to pull out of the bag some of our own world beaters, and they're going to have to be on top of their game, because the Champions League is a league of moments. It is not like the Premier League, where it's a league of attrition. But that's for another week. So thank you so much for watching this week at City. I will catch you later. Have a great week, citizens. And, of course, up the Blues.